Where's brunch? We going live. Forget your opinion, it's right from our eyes. Get the burgers that come with the fries. Where Brunch Podcast, come and subscribe. Where's brunch? Plenty of jokes. Brocky and Trina, they speaking on mo. Music, relationships, pop culture. Good food and convo, just send me the low.
Oh, you look good.
Thank you, baby. Appreciate it.
Yeah, sassy.
Let's welcome the people to episode 76 of the Where's Brunch Podcast. Hey.
Hello.
Man.
Hello.
Oh man. We at it again.
We at it. We're back.
How you feel?
I'm feeling a little cute.
New wife.
Hey.
Holla.
How you doing?
How do y'all say it? Yeah, is it yes braids or something
Yes
like that?
braids.
Oh God.
A black girl in her braids.
Black girl
in her braids.
Y'all have heard this song before. This is Trina has y'all know black woman get her hair braided. Vacation coming up.
Vacation coming up. Hello.
How you feel, baby?
I feel good. You know, I had liquid IV this morning.
Okay.
So, I feel great. I feel
That's
energized.
Yeah.
I don't know if I didn't take any of my supplements yet, but I feel good.
I've been crushing mine. These are the 50-year-old conversations that we have.
How are you feeling?
I feel good. I got rest last night. You know, that's important.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, got sleep. So
we got sleep.
Yeah. We slept. We got to bed really late last night for us, and woke up late. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Going to bed late and waking up early is rough.
I was up early. I just woke up at some point, and getting back to sleep was like the first time I rolled over was 6:37. I was like, oh hell no. And then I had to make myself go to sleep, and then I had to get up.
Okay, so I went to bed late and woke up
One
late.
of us. That's the other one.
Yeah, because I when I finally woke up and turned over to grab my glasses, you were like, good morning or something like that. I was like, oh shoot, she's awake.
I was up. Yeah, I had been up on my phone reading stuff, prepping, you know, seeing what I missed yesterday, overnight, anything.
Ain't nothing going on out there.
There are things, okay? There are
Lord have
things.
mercy.
You never know. Anything could happen overnight. At this point, the way the world is and how crazy everybody is.
Yeah.
Overnight, something in LA, something could happen.
Yeah, that's true. LA, it's still early over there if you go to bed.
Yeah, I'll wake up. Some shit could have popped off. Okay?
Yeah, I feel good. Everything is good, and here we are, man. So let's play some music, man. Let's warm it up. We didn't do our usual warm up.
Yeah,
so we're gonna do that.
I was playing while I was brainstorming.
Yeah, I was saving for the joint. You know what I'm saying? Madlib actually lost his house in the LA fires.
Right.
Yeah.
Watched that, right?
And so they threw a benefit concert and raised money for him. So you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Madlib. Hopefully everything is coming together for him, man. Love that dude.
Does he ever do concerts or does
he's similar to how Doom was. Like, he does not do a lot of media.
Okay.
So I've only seen him. I've seen him live.
I was gonna say I've
I
never
saw
been
Madlib
to
live,
I've
yo.
never been to a Madlib thing.
You never even really heard of a Madlib thing.
Yeah.
He doesn't do that like that. But when he pops out, he popped out. He popped out, and shit, man, I got to see him live. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It was dope. You know, only other time I've seen him perform anything was on Boiler Room.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Which I listen to that mix to this day.
Boiler Room. That's place
where,
we want to go.
Yeah.
Where DJ.
Yes. Us old folks want to go hang out in Boiler Room.
Old folks want to go to London and go to the Boiler Room.
So yeah, shout out to Madlib.
Yeah.
That guy is one of the greats, the greatest ever. Hip hop producer, music producers. Period. He's done all types of music.
Yeah.
Anyway, where do we want to start? Where do we want to begin with today?
It's been such an eventful week since we last spoke.
Let me mention though before we go.
Yes.
Patreon. We do have a Patreon channel now. Shout out to us. Hey. This principle is if you build it, they will come. So it's there. So you know what I'm saying? If you listen to that music that we just played, you're only hearing it on Patreon because I'm not putting that on YouTube anymore. And then we'll be doing a music segment at the end of the show as well. That will be on Patreon only. And also we have our Brunch After Dark segment.
Yes.
Which last week we talked about transactional sex, Trina has a topic for this week. I don't know what it is yet. And are we gonna do it like that?
Yes.
Do we want to do it like that?
I think we should do it like that. Like we present it to
boom.
each other
On the spot.
On the spot.
No prep work.
No prep.
Woo.
Yeah, because that's how you got me last week.
You knew about the transactional sex, but
You told me the day off.
Yeah. Well, I don't know your topic for today.
I had to go real quick and get the definition.
So only exclusively on Patreon.
Yes.
That brunch after dark segment is fun.
Yeah.
It's different.
It's very
different than
different.
this. There's no beeps. There's no censorship.
Yeah.
There's a lot of adult talk. Put the kids to bed.
Yeah, and yes, if you're squeamish about sex talk, then that would not be your place to go.
Sex, love, relationships. That's what Brunch After Dark is.
Yes.
And we'll be doing other segments as well. Maybe that my
Yeah.
wife doesn't really know about, but we're
yeah.
gonna put her to work.
Enjoyment.
And we'll be putting those out because it's a tiered system. Some people get access to some things. Some people don't get access to others, depending on how much you pay per month.
Yes.
So I
yes.
actually had Patreon in mind for a while, and I purposely, I've been watching Joe Budden for a long time. I mention them all the time.
Yeah.
But I actually I subscribed to his Patreon channel because I told myself, you have to be about that life. You want people to, that energy coming towards you. You have to not be against it. And I'm like, well, I'll subscribe to damn Peacock or something to watch one show and cancel it after, you know what I'm saying? Like we give our money out to a bunch of organizations that are not black run. So why not support somebody black? So that's what we're saying about us right now. Support somebody black, baby. We out here doing it.
Support us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we at that point. We at that point.
We're at that point. Oh my god.
We at that point.
Wow. Before you know it, we'll be doing live tour.
Oh shit. Yes.
I'm
yes.
speaking that into existence.
Yeah, somebody put the money.
Sponsored.
Put the money up.
The sponsored live tour. Somebody gonna
You
sponsor us.
Yeah.
Red Bull,
Somebody.
a sex toy,
Yeah,
whatever.
somebody. Listen, y'all gonna have to cover it because I'm gonna have to put in leave at my job, and if it's leave without pay, y'all gonna have to cover that pay and plus some more.
Yeah,
Because I still have a job.
Yes,
But I'm trying to, we're trying to get rid of our job.
we still have a job.
9 to 5 is what we want to say.
Yeah, we still have a job.
Yeah. Man. Where we what were we gonna start with today?
So last week, I want to say, was it Monday? What day did I go to the grocery store? What day did I go? Was that okay? So I went to the grocery store one day during the week, and I came home and I saw that Cardi B was crashing out on I think it was it X or TikTok? One of the spots,
Social media.
One of the social media spots where you can talk.
Yeah.
One of the spaces.
Yeah. Maybe.
Okay. So she was crashing out in spaces, and I somehow clicked on it. I don't know how, but I clicked on it, and I was like, oh, well, I'm putting the groceries away, so let me just play it. And I was like, oh, Cardi, baby, no. And she kept going. I was like, oh, no, not again.
I feel like we talk about her, like we're going to talk about her every week.
Every month, for sure.
So what else?
I feel, like, man, damn, really? So I guess the pre up to this is that what's the gentleman's name? Takeoff.
Takeoff. Yeah.
Takeoff has requested spousal support.
Right. Yeah. Get that money, black man. Get that money. Go for it.
Really?
Hey.
Really?
Let's go. City boys.
Anyway,
City
here
boys.
we go.
Talk to me.
Here we go. He has requested spousal support. I don't know what, to maintain his level of living that she pays for, clearly. Mm-hmm. She then got on live or on the spaces because apparently Cardi has insomnia. I learned that
really?
on
So
socials.
she doesn't go to sleep.
She has issues with sleeping.
Oh.
Probably stress related. Or
Right.
the industry. The constantly on the road doing whatever.
Yep.
And Cardi was like, listen, this nigga won't let me be free. Can I just be free? Can you just sign the papers? Please. I just want to be free. And she gives us a little more information. Apparently, Takeoff recorded Culture saying that she really missed her mommy and her mommy wasn't home, and he's been threatening to expose this video, like to post this video of the daughter saying that mommy's never home.
Really?
Yes. And so she decided that she was gonna get in front of it and said that you wanna threaten me about our daughter. And she's like, all I do is work for our kids. I pay for their schooling, I pay for the care, I pay for the private school, all the bills, the health insurance, everything, I pay it. And she's like, and who doesn't pay anything is him. She started going down the list of the shit that he don't do. And apparently about his visitation, asking can the kids come to Atlanta versus him coming to New York. And I guess that involves her father or her parents assisting with the transport of the kids if she's not available.
Right.
And she's just like, this nigga just wants me to be, upset and stressed out because he sees that I'm moving on and I'm living my life. And he's like, and she's like, but nigga, you got a girl, so why you worried about me?
What are the celebrities telling us when they live out these things on social media? What are they trying to tell us? Do they? Why do you think they do that?
They're unwell.
This is their life. They're just unwell.
They're unwell. They don't have a therapist.
I don't understand it.
And then she even made a comment that, my manager tells me don't get on social media and crash out because I look stupid. And here I am doing it.
Looking stupid.
I was like, baby.
Yo, I saw a tweet I saw an article or something, a post about Offset. He tweeted because I guess she had put out a photo of their child, right, with his hair braided the same exact way as Stefan Diggs' hair.
Yes.
Some months ago.
Yeah.
And I guess he just saw it.
Yeah.
And he said he tweeted, right, which takes a lot of the sting off. But he basically was like, everybody, it's all fun and games until somebody get killed. Yeah. And he said, no matter what, it ends badly when you involve my kids in some shit like this. And then he deactivated his stuff, whatever. Yeah. Right. Which, you take it with a grain of salt because it's on social media. Right. However, the sentiment is pretty is real. You know what I'm saying? When you involve any kids and shit like that, like that's clearly like you taking my child and getting his hair braided like your new fling and whatnot and posting it on social media is a shot at me.
Right.
If we're out there living this world.
But I think you just said that the picture was old, right?
Oh, yeah, it's a couple months old.
The little boy, because the little boy has dreads. Wave has dreads now.
Yeah.
So Wave originally had his hair braided, and then Stefan Diggs went and got his hair braided in that pattern. Currently,
either way, posting it is doing it is one thing. Yeah.
But at the same time, he keeps her.
Oh no, they're going back and forth.
They're going back and forth. It's more of the group chat like Remy and Pap. Here we are again in their business, and for the kids, mommy and daddy is out here arguing on social media. Yeah. Basically, that's
looking
all this.
Goofy.
Yeah. And so it's just
and neither one of them putting out, he has put out some music, but nobody's trying to hear that shit.
Yeah, but apparently I thought they said the last thing was a great project.
Yeah, he's supposed to have
Michael Jackson tribute situation thing. He was wearing the jacket like Michael Jackson wore in his the album.
She's putting out no music at all.
I guess she got other projects, other deals, maybe appearances, or maybe she's got brand deal sponsorships, because isn't that really where the money is?
Oh, yeah. Well,
her making appearances.
Yeah, if you're not here to make music, then I get it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of artists come in, they make music, they get deals and all this other stuff, whatever, and they say, to hell with the music.
Because the music is not really going to make them the money.
Because there's no money unless you're touring.
Yeah.
In music.
And what does she have? The Pepsi contract?
I don't know what she has.
She's got some brand.
The only time I see her is when she's yelling on the internet.
Well, yeah, that too.
You know what I mean?
Or on red carpets. When she hits the red carpets, her team has her slave outfit, hair, all the things. But now she's spinning around in a circle on Stefan.
I can see her juggling her titties on the like an Instagram live thing or something like that.
Hey, listen. This is what happens when you go back outside after you finally free from your man who was doing whatever on you, and y'all split, and y'all use social media to egg each other off.
In love with your
Hey, listen, don't you? Hey, she took a great opportunity and flipped it on its side and profited very well off of leaving stripping.
I hope she doesn't take it for granted, because the that light will dim eventually. I hope she doesn't take it for granted.
I mean, it's been a great run.
It's been a great run for her and whatnot. And
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I hope she doesn't take it for granted. I hope she's been managing her money well,
Yeah.
and all those good things. And I hope she has a plan going forward and whatnot, and just
Yeah.
not relying on these scandalous, headlines.
And I hope we had a prenup.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, whatever. Yeah.
I hope you had a prenup.
Yeah.
Please and thank you, ladies. Protect
If
your money.
not,
Protect your money.
Gotcha.
Protect your money.
Yeah, that's kind of unhinged.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we want to get into that part already? Like, is there anything else? What else is there?
No.
What else is there?
We got Halle and DDG.
Okay, go ahead. You tell
More
me about it.
relationship
We got
drama.
about 5 minutes or so.
Okay, 5 minutes. So Halle Bailey, a couple of weeks ago, after Mother's Day, decided to release the tapes, or to release the proof, and filed a restraining order against her son's father, DDG, Daryl, whatever his last name is. And she cited that there was some domestic violence. She provided proof, the chip too. She provided that he trespassed on her house. She provided that she's been trying to further a clear visitation plan for them so that she can work. Because don't forget, she is under Disney contract and she got some movies that she's doing. And so that he can have visitation of his child, because he does stream and say that she's not allowing her to see him.
Him to see
the baby.
The child, right.
Yeah. And so the restraining order was granted for her, and she had requested the sole custody or something. She was also requesting to take the child with her to Europe because she was about to film a movie. She had.
Oh, is that why he was trying to get her like a restraining order to keep her from being able to take the child overseas?
Yes. So, he filed a counter restraining order that was also granted, and then he provided text message proof that she was erratic in behavior as it was displayed, that she was upset or she was threatening him. She was trying to reach him and he was not answering the phone, and she made some statements about what she was going to do, or threatening. It appeared that she was threatening some sort of harm, and so the judge, he has a restraining order now. She has a restraining order now. The hearing.
You stay with me. You stay with me
the
too.
hearing has not been had on the custody situation of the little boy.
Okay.
That is where.
How old
we
is the
are.
child?
2, maybe,
Okay.
maybe just turning 2, or maybe 18 months, something like that.
Right.
But the bigger conversation now that is going around is that about the domestic violence part.
Okay.
Why didn't she say anything before? Of course,
I don't understand. Like, when should people say? What does that mean? I don't even know what that means.
Why didn't
say
she-
something to who?
To I don't know.
Why
the
didn't she
public?
let everybody know?
Like, right, the group chat. Why didn't she
Like-
bring everybody into the group chat? That's what y'all wanted, basically.
Why didn't you let us know before?
Yeah, like, come on, people. And also the possibility that those texts were under a time that she was experiencing postpartum depression.
Oh, who said that? This is
just
the commentary.
the commentary.
Okay, got you.
Just the review of the exchanges between them and the extremism of the comments.
She has her following. Then they're gonna lean towards what she's saying. He has his following, and they're gonna be like, boom, boom, boom. Then you have the people who generally follow women, people who generally follow men,
Yes.
and then you have some folks that's in between.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody's like, oh, he's not the type of person that would do that to her, and you don't even really know him. Or they say that she's lying about him doing that to her and whatever, him doing that to her, and you don't know her to know that she's a liar.
Yes.
So, that's the thing. Like, that's why I asked, like, what is their premise? Like, what's the purpose of putting stuff out like that? I understand they live their lives in the public eye, and that's one of the biggest the thing that they want to protect is their public image, right? So is that why they go? But you don't see the Brad Pitts of the world.
Not him. Don't use him as the example.
No, you don't see white actors or entertainers really living their shit out on social media like that. We don't see that, and we see their news. Social media wise,
we find out their stuff.
Right.
But
that's like old school. That's like back in the day.
We're not really in that because there was a whole situation in the white sphere of Miley Cyrus, her sister, her mother, and the mother sleeping with her sister's boyfriend, and I think she then married the sister. The mother married her daughter's ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
There was a whole scandal of that going on in the white world, and it was on the magazines.
They fought it out with each other through Twitter?
It was nasty. It was photos, it was Instagrams, it was all that kind of unfollowing.
I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't happen. We don't see it like that.
We just don't get that side. I only found out about it because I was reading something else. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute.
Interesting. That's an interesting thing. Maybe I'm wrong about that because I do see headlines about these people and whatnot, but we don't see that type of stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't see the entertainers and stuff going to.
I think the algorithm pumps the black folks to us,
of course,
and then the algorithm pumps the white folks their stuff.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. But what I'm saying is that we do see their news, though. You know what I'm saying? We hear about the things and whatnot. I just don't see, I don't know, the crash outs like that happening on that side. But maybe it does happen. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. Who knows?
I mean, Elon's kids, the one that's trans is crashing out on him.
Oh, he has a trans kid?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but he's like 14 or 13 kids, and the older ones are speaking or however trash daddy is.
Well, you're going to talk about him a little bit in your Unhinged news.
Yeah, my Unhinged news. So once again, as I said last week, this is another instance where we have black men versus black women being on opposite sides, beefing with each other, arguing online and social media about some nonsense, and being distracted from the bigger issues.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. It's interesting to think about when the kids grow up and go, they're able to go read stuff and find stuff and see things. Like, how do you handle that? You know what I mean?
Like when we find out stuff about our parents later on.
Yeah, but that's through family and through people, you know what I'm saying? And that's internal. That's in family. These are kids that have to go to school. They might find out something in school from a kid they don't even
classmate.
know. Yeah.
A hating ass classmate.
Or just a classmate who just stumbled upon some shit and like, dang, your mom was going out off on your dad. They you know what I'm saying? And they're like, damn, I've never seen that video. But okay, so what else we got? Good luck. What's her name? Halle Bailey. Halle Bailey, and DDG. I've never heard one of his songs.
Does he have a song?
He makes music, doesn't he?
I thought he's a streamer.
Oh, he's a streamer?
I think he did have a song. I
thought he made music.
Listen, he streams. He's like another little
Lord have mercy.
Little Cosnot kind of person. He's always streaming.
Yeah,
like 100% of his life is on streams, and
100% word.
Like he's always on. Like and his co-streamers have kind of tried to change the discussion when he tries to talk about Halle now, because now they understand that this isn't a good look and this ain't good. Don't do this, Daryl. That's his name,
Daryl. I heard you call him Daryl earlier. What? We know people by their like rapper names and stuff. When you call them by their real name, is like an insult or something. Daryl.
Yeah, because I seen Halle when he posted the text messages. She's like, Daryl, answer the phone in the text.
At least she called him Daryl. Like Remy and Papoose on going on social media talking about Papoose sign paperwork. That's his rapper name.
Yeah.
Y'all call each other Remy Ma and Papoose around the house?
What is Papoose' real name? What?
You know what? His real name might be Papoose. It might be Papoose.
Sweet baby Jesus. Why do we not know what Papoose' real name is?
We don't know these people's real name, man.
Oh,
is
my
this like
Lord.
Cedric or something?
Oh, my gosh.
Is he West Indian? This is like...
is he?
I don't know. He's from Brooklyn.
He might be.
You looking it up?
I am looking it up. Oh, wow. Papoose is the stage name of Shamil Mackey.
Shamil.
Or Shamel. Shamel or Shamil Mackey.
Okay.
All right. That's New York.
That's acceptable.
That's a New York name.
All right. Let me know when I need to hit the button.
Do you want to do the shout out?
To who?
To Coco and all of that?
No, we'll do that later.
Okay, well, let's hit it. Oh.
Not that
one. Oh, hey.
My bad. Pull up.
Buckle up, baby. It's time for Trina with the Unhinged News of the Week. Y'all been out there showing your ass, and we about to talk about it.
Yes.
That shit does slap though.
They do.
All right.
So, yes.
What you got, man? The whole world's unhinged. You could be here for days.
We could be here for days, okay? We've got a slew of unhinged shit going on in the news this week. And we're going to start off with the most unhinged, the bromance that's ending. Don and Elon. Okay.
Don and Elon.
Apparently, the bromance has fallen apart. Elon has left the White House. Mm-hmm. I think he's left Doge. We don't know.
Well, Doge is a government entity, right? So I think he's done. I think he's out.
But Doge is still there.
Yeah, but Doge is not reliant on him. Doge is a actual.
I know, but he's left.
It's a department. He's left.
Remember, he was a senior.
Yeah,
whatever.
He's left at all.
Yeah, if he's really even counted as being there, he was just blowing shit up. So Elon has decided that he ain't cool with Don no more, and he gonna take to his platform and start tweeting shit. Okay? First off, when you decide to go on your own platform,
he started Xing.
He started Xing. He started Xing on his ex. He's Xing on his ex. Don. He decided to say that, hey, hold up. He wouldn't have won this campaign
if it wasn't because
what does
that mean?
Hello, ding, ding, ding. Pay attention, black people. The election was stolen. Okay, I'll stop.
Oh, Lord have mercy. She might be right, though. He might be right.
Listen, he started specifically giving numbers of the Republican Party and how they would not have a majority if it were not for him.
He's saying specific stuff, yo.
He's dropping specific hints on what he really did to flip this. And if you remember, Donnie always said he was going to win.
Yes, he did.
From day one.
I got it wrapped up.
I got this wrapped up.
We don't even need to have an election.
We don't need to have another one. He said we don't need to have another one.
Do this.
I'm gonna be here for good.
I'm about to win.
Yeah. So.
And he said that his big beautiful bill or whatever is a piece of trash.
It's trash.
It got sent through overnight. Barely anybody read it, and basically they're saying it's going to bankrupt the country.
It's sneaking things. There's stuff sneaking in, and apparently our girl, big back blonde, big bodied blonde chick, Marjorie Taylor Greene doesn't even like the bill.
Oh gosh!
Now go figure that one. Okay, right. And then the pièce de résistance, the coup d'état. He said that Trump is in the Epstein files.
Ooh.
Now that's crashing out. That's the ultimate crash out right there. Because
this is what we all suspected and what we think, not even suspected. We all believe this. Period.
Like, was this new information really?
But it's interesting to hear him say it out loud. Now, when the crash out first started, when the hinges first got pulled off of the door frame, I said, Elon, this is a play. Yeah. Elon is just going after. They probably talked about this ahead of time. He's going after Trump just so he can get his Tesla numbers back up. Yeah. So he can get back in the favor of the American people, whatever. Blah blah blah. Right. Then it got nastier and nastier. I said, you know what? I think I was wrong about that. I think I was wrong about that.
Elon's bout it.
He about that life.
Bout it right now. Now, apparently he has the pressure. He also threatened to stop production on the Dragon spaceship, which is the only spaceship with SpaceX that can take people to the main international space station to grab folks and bring them back home.
Yeah. He's talking about pulling his whole shit.
Yes. And so then old Donnie decided to say he was going to pull Elon's contracts.
Yeah, this is a TV show, yo.
Yo, I'm going to take your government contracts. Now, he can do that if he wants. He can make it really difficult for Elon. But again, our space system or space, what was the Spacecom?
I don't know.
Spacecom, the new one that Trump created right before he left. So Spacecom, Space Command.
SpaceX? No, I can't remember the name of that department.
Yeah,
I can't remember. No, it might be Spacecom, but it's a different name.
Either way, that whole division relies heavily on
Space Force.
Space Force.
Space Force.
Space Force relies on SpaceX to get their stuff popping.
He's like, I can pull my shit, whatever.
Drug deals.
Let me know what y'all want to do.
Okay, the drug deals are still happening here. Okay.
What do you think is going to happen from all this?
Not a goddamn thing.
Exactly.
You know what's going to happen? The bill going to go through.
Yep.
Folks is gonna be mad because they're gonna find out that they're getting taxed more, that the price of eggs has not gone down.
Cory Booker gonna talk for 27 hours.
Cory Booker can filibuster, rubber buster, whatever buster he wants to do.
And there wasn't even a filibuster that he did.
No, there was not a filibuster that he did. And not a goddamn thing is going to change unless we decide to take the power back and make.
And I can't talk about that idea on camera.
No, we cannot.
But anyway, what else? What else is unhinged?
Unhinged news. What else? Well, we have a beef recall with Whole Foods.
Jesus Christ, that is great. I love this as an unhinged topic.
This is really crazy.
I love this as an unhinged topic.
It is an unhinged topic because
Good job, yo.
You go to Whole Foods for the good shit. Yo. You go to spend money there on the safe, non-antibiotic, the grass-fed, the massaged meats.
Right.
You go for all of that shit.
These cows got massages every week.
They did not have a violent or traumatic death. And now the USDA Office of Special Inspections of Food has said that the 8515 ground beef vacuum packed 1 pound or greater have now been recalled. And we need to take that shit back to the store or trash it. So really, take it back, get your money back, because you know you paid a lot of money for that meat.
Especially at Whole Foods.
Especially at Whole Foods. So pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. USDA.
Let me
the meats.
Let me play something real quick.
Okay, play it.
Real quick. Let me see here if this is the right video.
I need somebody to explain to me why I can eat bread in Spain and in Greece, Italy, no problem. Why I was gluten free in 15 years. I've been gluten free in Canada, America. Can't eat it.
That's because in America, what we call bread can't even be considered food in parts of Europe. See, here in America, it's not so much the gluten as what we've done to the grain. About 200 years ago, we started stripping the bran and germ, or the fiber and nutrients, to make flour shelf stable, also nutritionally dead. Because the nutrients were gone, we enriched it with folic acid, which a large majority of the population can't even metabolize, therefore many people experience fatigue, anxiety, hyperactivity, and inflammation. But then the bread wasn't white enough, so they bleached it with chlorine gas, and the bread didn't rise enough, so they added a carcinogen called potassium bromate, which is banned in several countries like Europe, the UK, and even China. Then we wanted to ramp up production, so we started using glyphosate to dry out the wheat before harvest, causing endocrine disruption and damaging your gut. So now you're bloated, brain fogged, tired, and blame gluten, but gluten is just the scapegoat. The real issue is ultra-processed, chemically altered, bleached, bromated, fake vitamin-filled wheat soaked in glyphosate. This isn't bread. This is.
I need somebody to explain to me why I can eat bread in Spain
Unhinged.
and in
Okay. Unhinged, and take your beef back
Take the beef back. Maybe the bread too.
Maybe the bread too.
Go to a bakery some damn way, possibly.
Okay, so how much time do I have left for Unhinged
We're good.
News? We're good. Do we want to talk about the detainees, or do we want to talk about the gentleman who was kicked out of the United States that we made the big deal about?
What happened?
They brought him back. Now
he got a charge, right?
he got charges.
What do he got charges for?
Human trafficking. Where the hell did this come from? When did this happen? When did he human traffic people?
Do you believe it?
I figured they found a new way to try to get his ass back out the country again. But it's crazy. How in the world did that happen? You bring him back just so you could take him to trial to get him back out the country again.
This is just my raw, response and opinion. They just trying to get him. We've seen the play so many times.
Yes.
And he could be, maybe he's a criminal. Who knows? I don't know.
They're trying
but
to make him a criminal.
it's not, it looks like they're just trying to get him.
Yeah, so it's something related to a traffic stop in Tennessee back in 2020, I believe is what they're saying is the relation to this whole new charge that he has to get bro out of the country again. And in in other ICE news, I don't know if everybody's paying attention to this, but there were 8 detainees from Venezuela, Mexico, Cuba, Haiti that were deported from the United States with ICE officials, 3 ICE officials or law enforcement, to take them to Mexico to leave the country for deportation. They were refused because a judge put an injunction in place to forbid them from being just sent out anywhere without proper due process.
Right, and that's what they're trying to do.
And that's basically what's happening. Yeah. So now they wound up at a U.S. military base in Djibouti.
Oh my God. They sent them to Djibouti?
The plane is over in Djibouti with these folks who are not from Djibouti.
Damn.
They're there and they're under attack because Yemen is sending bombs over and they can't leave right now. So they're sheltering in place. All the stuff is happening. They're saying they don't have enough food. They don't have meds. They're saying people that the air is toxic. They're saying that they were not prepared to be holding in place in Djibouti. They need to get back to the States and let these trials happen. And the judge is like, I need an update. How did this happen?
Yep.
How did they get there? Why are they there?
Yep.
And what was the process? Where was the pre-screen? What happened and how did this happen? So that's what's going on. There are eight people.
Isn't there a saying like, I'd rather apologize than ask for permission or something like that? That's basically what they just like, just do it. And we'll deal with anything else afterwards.
Yes.
And that's how they started day one.
Yeah.
In this campaign. This what do they call it? This
dictatorship?
That. There you go. That's not the word, but yes.
Okay. Yes. And recently some celebrities have reported being detained at airports coming back into the country.
Well, that is unacceptable. You will not touch our celebrities.
Celebrities are getting detained. Their phones are being inspected for whatever.
I have never. What else?
It's wild.
Anything
and then
else?
finally, the Unhinged continuation of the RICO charges against our favorite superstar, Puff Daddy.
Can't stop when nigga can't stop and he won't stop.
Okay. So this week we had more testimony. Okay, we already know more people are coming forward. People have been subpoenaed. People are. We had the testimony from the Intercontinental guy talking about how he got the tape, the thumb drive. Diddy gave him $100K.
Right.
How KK was involved. How he signed the non-disclosure agreement. Bad boy letterhead. We had the finishing of a creative director who testified. I forgot her name. We had an exposure that there are sealed co-defendants in the trial. So Diddy does have co-defendants. There's sealed co-defendant 1 and I believe sealed co-defendant 2. The names have not been released, but it is if you pull the lawyers who have the press lawyers who have pulled the documents can see that there are other sealed co-defendants who will be testifying at the end.
That's interesting that a co-D would be testifying. I guess they snitch, or they told, or they cooperating. That's the word.
I guess they're cooperating.
They're cooperating, but it all depends on their testimony. Maybe,
I guess.
I don't know how that works. Like, because the co-D, they usually have their own trial and all that stuff, or whatever. And we haven't heard of anyone else having a trial.
So we'll see what happens with that. This trial is in, I think, day 16 of testimonies.
Yeah.
They said it's scheduled to go through July or the 4th of July that week. It's supposed to be done by then.
Yeah.
Judge Subramanian, I can't say his name right. I'm sorry, I'm messing it up.
The judge.
He has been, again, wielding the gavel.
Mm-hmm.
He has first kicked a YouTuber out of the courtroom for doxing the Mia testimony, doxing the name of a confidential or a sealed witness, basically going on his live on his YouTube page and saying who it really was.
Wow.
And then they have warned all the people who are sitting in the courthouse that you are not to reveal the identity of the people who are testifying under, concealed identities. Mm-hmm. So he warned them
anonymously.
Additionally, he had to reprimand Diddy and his legal team to advise him that he cannot be nodding gestures at the jury.
Yep.
He was seen incessantly nodding at the jury in a way that could
aggressively,
be deemed intimidating.
Yeah.
So they were warned that he cannot continue that behavior. If he continues the behavior, he will not be permitted to sit during his own trial.
Bro, your ego is going to get you jammed. You already jammed up. You already in hot water. Your ego, son. Like, yo, you trying to intimidate. I don't know his intentions. I don't know them. But what it sounds like is like you're trying to intimidate jurors during the trial in front of the judge. Mm-hmm. Like, who do you think you actually are?
He thinks that Donald Trump is his friend and is going to get him off after if he does get convicted. That's what he's thinking.
We are all anticipating that as well.
Yes. And then finally, we had the testimony of the Jane Doe, who has now advised that she dated Mr. Combs from 2021 to 2024, and that she was forced to do freak-offs that he renamed as Hotel Nights.
Hotel Nights, a different name.
A different name, but it was very understood what it was. She advised that he was paying her rent, that of $10,000 a month. That at some point she could not afford to furnish the then $10,000 a month apartment. He said he would pay the rent directly. Mm-hmm. So we assumed that it was coming from Bad Boy funds. Oh, also the former chief financial officer for Bad Boy did testify.
Oh, really?
Yes, he testified to managing the money. He testified that his communications were at times directly with Combs. He handled his personal plus the business. He handled like multiple accounts, the real estate account, the credit card accounts, all of those different things. And then he said when there was a president of Bad Boy or Combs Enterprises, he would then interact with them about all of the financials that were going on that he was spending stuff on. So back to Jane Doe. Jane Doe did confirm that there were times that she acquired drugs for him, which is something that Capricorn Clark said that she was also acquiring drugs for Mr. Combs.
Was an addict.
Jane Doe said that he did carry the Louis Vuitton bag with the cash as well as the drugs. She also said that there were times that she sometimes paid the escorts. There were other times that he then paid the escorts, but sometimes he would give her money or she would use her money to then pay the escorts. She talked about times that the freak-offs were happening actually in her home. She talked about that she had issues with yeast infections, UTIs, vaginal sores, and that it would sometimes take her weeks to recover from a 48-hour to a 3-day type of freak-off situation. She talked about traveling. She talked about that she was actually letting him know that she didn't want to do them.
Right.
She complained that he wasn't loving to her or showing.
Is that the one he threatened? Said, you stop?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So she complained about the fact that all they ever did was that, and that she wanted, take me on a vacation.
She want to go to Houston's or something.
Yeah, she want to go, and he was just basically, she said that he basically was like, if you got a problem, that roof you got over your head, I'm paying for it.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to do this, you could just move on out that place.
Mm-hmm. Go back to the life you had before.
Go back to the life you had before. She said that she was very upset because he would have her doing freak offs. That she mentioned the particular date. She did a freak off. It was her birthday. And she noticed that he had a new girlfriend on his Instagram, and that he had the girl in his gym working out, and then he took the girlfriend on his private jet for her birthday, which was only like 3 days apart from hers or something, and how he decorated the whole jet for her birthday. The girlfriend was Carisha.
Oh, we ain't heard from her in a while.
And she was like, she complained to him about it. She said she was upset. She was hurt. This is crazy. I'm trying to be with you. I thought we were together type of situation, but now you got some other chick. And he would tell her, he would curse her out, tell her she's fucking crazy, all that stuff. And then later on say all the things she wanted to hear. She did make a statement that she realized that she needed to get something out of this, which is why she started asking for the rent to be paid, the apartment. She needed to get something out of it because of what she was doing.
Transactional. It sounds transactional.
It was very transactional, but I don't want
it's a negative connotation. It's a negative transactional type of sex.
I don't want no transactions if I'm getting a UTI.
They're transactioning other things as well. Now, you know what I got from this? I think Diddy might actually like sex more than I do.
But he's not having sex. He's having the girls have sex with other people.
I didn't say like having sex. I just said he likes sex more than I do.
Yeah.
I think he has me beat.
He got you beat?
I think so. And I'm
sure?
fine. I'm fine with that. Jesus Christ.
The end of her testimony.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. She said that as of that day that she testified, he was still paying her rent.
Oh, okay.
They were broken up. They haven't been together.
Money talks.
But he's still paying her
hush money?
Rent.
Yeah. That's why you can keep control over people.
Well, I don't know how it's hushing if she's sitting there talking now.
Well, when the feds come knocking and say, hey, we need you to come testify, and all that little NDA that you signed or all these agreements that you had with this person or all whatever, that shit don't make a difference.
Yeah.
You're going to come here and talk about it. He's paid people that went still got on the stand and talk about the stuff that he paid them not to talk about.
Yes.
It doesn't matter once the feds come knocking.
Yes, it does not matter. And please know, I just read the transcripts from like CNN, the briefings that they have every day, and WAPO, WashingtonPost.com, and just read the transcripts that they just drop down after each. I just click on it and just read what was said during that day.
You love it.
I did. Hey, entertainment, right?
Entertainment. Yeah. Oh, now it's entertainment.
It's entertainment.
Now it's entertainment.
It's entertainment for people in court. This is like better than SVU.
All right. Shout out to Unhinged News.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Shout out to Unhinged News.
Hey.
Unhinged. I love the Unhinged segment. The world is definitely unhinged.
It's a mess.
The world. I mean, I'm not sure
Somebody
about the
said
world, but
the world is
here.
The world is ghetto.
There
was a girl had a blonde baldy, and she had "The world is ghetto" on the back, spray painted into her hair.
All right, so this is June. This is a perfect segue from Diddy. Men's Health Month. Shout out to the minions. Men's Health Month. I've seen it in other places called Men's Mental Health Month.
Yeah.
So let's just, I don't know if these are two different initiatives or we're just wrapping it all up into one. I don't know, but June is that month that we share with a bunch of others. It's like Black Music Month, I think.
Black Music Month, yeah.
Pride Month or something to that effect. Whatever.
World Pride. World Pride.
World Pride, but
Yeah.
right now we're talking about men's health and whatnot. I am a man. I'm a 50-year-old man, and you know my health is something that's on my mind on a daily basis. Yeah. It's not something that I always do the best at addressing. You know, I'll be honest, and I think we can all share in that sentiment. A lot of us, at least, we don't always do the right thing. But I think an important part of that is just not really beating yourself up completely and spiraling 100%, which I'm also guilty of at times. You know, spiraling once you don't, you know, you try to start and you don't succeed and you just fall off the cliff. You know what I'm saying? Before you know it, it's like boom, boom, boom. But you know, it gets more and more important the older you get. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And this is a month, I guess, to be aware, to share, to check in. This the way I'm taking it, you know what I'm saying? To try to do better, check with your friends. Seek advice from your friends that's doing really good. Talk to your friends that's not doing as well. Mm-hmm. For me, one of the, you know, some of the key points that I pay attention to and focus in my life is, of course, as you all know, sleep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Water.
Yeah.
You know, and
you're excellent at water.
I'm excellent at water every day. I'm doing the water thing. Supplements, which I didn't always believe in, but I do take supplements. I take a cranberry supplement. I take you know, a vitamin C, a multi, sea moss, black seed oil. I take a cholesterol supplement now. Yeah. You know, I mean, I load up vitamin D. Funny enough, I found out that a lot of people in Florida are vitamin D deficient. Yeah. Probably because it's too damn hot outside and everybody's staying in the house.
But also because as we get older and melanated people often have more resilient to vitamin D. Like their skin, we're not getting all of it anyway. Yeah. Yep.
I found an article online on Ebony from, I believe it's from last year. This is approaching 40. Here are the crucial tests Black men gotta take. That's an annual physical exam, a diabetes test, colorectal and colon cancer screening, prostate cancer exam, cholesterol levels test, blood pressure exam. We got to do these things.
Got
to do these things. We can't, you know, a lot of us don't like going to the doctor and stuff, and, you know, we avoid it. And even if there's a potential problem, we sometimes like to avoid hearing the bad news or the potential bad news. Yeah. You know, but we can't do that, y'all, because you run away from it, it's going to catch up to you eventually. If it's something, and it might be nothing. And if you find out it's nothing, that could be better for you and your mental health. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because you don't have this thing lingering.
Absolutely, for sure. Because, you know, knowing and being aware is way better than just ignoring things.
Yeah, yeah. I want to call my boy. I'm going to call my man Freeze up. And let me see if he's available, because this guy is he's a monster when it comes to health these days. And I saw him make a transformation. Let me see. He's at the mall with his girls right now. So, you know, he's the adamant dad. This guy's a great dad. Let me see here. It might be some
Hello?
Yo, Freeze, what's good, brother? This is your boy Brocky from the Where's Brunch podcast.
Hey, man, what's going on, bro?
Hey, man, we chilling. Trina's on the line. She's on the other microphone.
Hiya. Hey.
Hey.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Long time no hear from, bro.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I moved to Florida and started getting brand new.
Yeah. I saw that. It's fun. It's too much sun and too much fun.
We got to talk more often, man. We need to get scheduled or something.
Yeah. Exactly. We need to get on track.
Yeah. So we were talking about Men's Health Month this month, And you know, I of course, you come to mind because I saw you. You have a couple minutes, right? I know you out and about.
Yeah. Of course.
I saw you make a transformation in your life, and now you're like, the fucking. He's running like triathlons like every other day or something like that.
Yes, it's funny enough. Today I ran the Baltimore 10 miler.
There you go. There you go. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Shout out to that, yo. Shout out to that. Shout out to that. So what for you, what sparked a change? Because we were, you and I and the crew, we were running around and stuff, having a good time in the streets, whatever, and you changed, like something sparked. What was that, a specific thing or was it gradual?
So it's two things, right? So at the time I had went to Kuwait for work, right? So I went overseas for work, and there was two things you can do. You can go shopping, eat, or actually exercise, right? So I just chose to get into health, and I just had some guys that I was friends with, and we just started running.
Word.
So they ran, and then I just picked up and followed suit, and I've been addicted ever since. Since my first half marathon, I'm 7 years in now. So
wow.
Been addicted ever since. So about I would say about 50 races. About 20 of those are half marathons.
Wow.
I did the New York City Marathon in 2021. I'm doing it again this year, 2025. So and then it's just a culture too, right? You also see with men's health, you realize that the older you get, it's the more your health becomes important.
Yes, sir.
Right? Like you see the changes in your body, mentally, physically. You want to, I have 2 daughters, and I want to be there for them. So
yes, sir.
Health is wealth, and I'm at a stage now where, I've seen friends have complications because they have not taken care of themselves.
Yeah.
They haven't put their health first. So it just becomes you just become more self-aware. Man, I think that's what happened with me. I became more self-aware of my health.
Let me ask you, do you have anything, Trina, real quick?
No, go ahead.
Do your girls, like, I know they watch you because they're with you a lot. You know what I'm saying? You're doing your thing. You're great. I was just saying before we call, you're a great dad. You know what I'm saying? And I've been meaning to tell you that one-on-one. Do they watch? Do they want to get do they get interested in working out and doing things like that by watching you?
So my oldest, not so much, but my youngest, yes.
Oh,
she's doing push-ups at 4 years old. So.
I love it. I love it.
She's doing push-ups, and she's into fitness as well. So it's one of those things. Whereas hopefully it will, more. It's the concept of inception, right? I always say that inception is a very a complex concept to have for kids. Yeah, they follow you, man. And subliminally, you'll see it. They follow you. So she's all in.
I do have a question. How does your wellness affect your relationships? Do you feel like you can date someone who isn't fit, or how does that work?
No. So Nikki and I, we've been together for 4 years, and fitness was one of our love languages.
Love it.
Nice.
It brought us closer. She's totally into fitness. She's shown me so much, helped me. We've done runs together. We go to the gym together.
Dope.
And it's the way that we connect.
Nice.
So, I mean, me personally, I couldn't date someone that's not, this is more than a hobby for me. It's a lifestyle. So, I just feel like I would have to be compatible with someone that's in the lifestyle. And lucky enough, I found someone that has that same mentality.
Dope.
Man, you lucky you went to Kuwait later. I went to Kuwait younger for work, and all I did, I know exactly what you're talking about. All I did was work out every day, bro. And as soon as I got back to DMV and got around Howard University again, I was right back in the streets. Just threw it away. Just threw it all away.
Threw it all away. Yeah, man. You get acclimated. Yeah. You get and because the weather there is so nice all the time. You know, you go to Kuwait, you go to Dubai. It's 80 degrees in December, right? So like you really don't have a choice. You know what I mean? So, and I'm just happy that I've been lucky enough to stick with it. There's been a few times that I've done some backsliding, but I've been sticking with it.
So real quick, 2 more quick things, and then I'm gonna let you get back to your thing. One, of course, any like low hanging fruit that you could recommend to people trying to kind of do better as far as men, you know what I'm saying, trying to do better like on a daily basis? Like
on a daily basis,
Yeah.
I'll say this. I had this conversation. I think there's two things, and I'll give you 2 quick points. One, just get up. We have such a tendency as men to sit. We sit so much. We sit and watch TV. We sit at the dinner table. We're sitting at work. Get up and connect with nature. If it doesn't mean, you can go to your local mall, walk around, find a trail and walk. You don't have to be a runner. You don't have to jog. Just get up. I'm just not even talking about lifting weights. I'm just talking about movement.
Yeah.
I think movement is so important for us. And, you know, I've seen you, like, you know, you transferred, you guys do walks together, and I've seen it. You guys did it when you were in the DMV. You're doing it now in Florida, and I would say continue to do that. And the second thing I would also say is please watch what you eat. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of us, we get into the habits of, you know, our nutrition. You know, we feel good, right? But I look at nutrition as you're making deposits. This is a bank, and you're making deposits. And so it can be good deposits, but one of these days you have to cash that damn deposit slip. You have to cash out, right? So it all depends on, you know, focus. So I would say movement and watch what you eat. And like, it doesn't have to be a healthy diet. It doesn't have to be the most health conscious diet. You don't have to berries and nuts or watermelon, you know, like fasting 5 days in a row. But, you know, try to watch your water intake, you know, reduce the sugar. The sugar is the cause of so much for men. Talking about high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer. You know, it's all been linked. And we're so subconsciously, because it has a organic label or it has a, you know, all natural label, we don't pay attention to the sugar intake. So just watch what you eat and just move. Just move.
Dope, man. Dope. And my last question is a lot of times when folks are trying to make changes in life, they want to be 100%, or it's either 100% or 0%, right? So and within there, I see sometimes, I don't want to put you on blast, but I think you still indulge here and there. Like you still have a glass of wine here and there and stuff like that. So it's okay to incorporate some of those things into your life. Just what's your
it's
your
about
approach?
Balance. It's about balance. Yeah, it's about balance, man. I do think that you enjoy. If you enjoy a glass of wine every now and again, go for it, right? But also have the subconscious balance to say that, you know what, I'm going to also have, you know, a salad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It has to have some balance in your life. And the older that you get, age becomes with wisdom, and you see yourself like, you know, I don't have the same recovery. I can't drink, you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I'm with you, bro.
Like,
I'm with you.
4 or 5 whiskeys now, and I'm like, I'm putting these down for 2 days.
Yes,
so
sir.
I know my intake, and I think it's also too, like, I think because of the pressure of social media, we become so self-conscious of, you know, I have to be this person. I have to fit into this category, and leave that alone. Just gradually step into it. And that's why I say move. I'm not telling anyone to walk 10 miles a day. I'm not telling anyone to count their steps. I'm just telling you to get up and move.
Move around.
And I think that will give you a purpose. And when you find that purpose, you'll start moving more. And then you'll want to do it more. You'll want to do it more. So that is something that, please, you guys should definitely be aware of, is just to move. And don't beat up yourself. Don't have the same pressure. Social media puts us all this pressure, like, we got to take the perfect picture. We got to take we got to have the perfect body. You know, we got the perfect body. We're on vacation. I don't want to be on the beach. I don't want to be on the beach. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Like, no. At the end of the day, just live your life, but move when you do it, and just be conscious of what you put into your body.
Yo, we're gonna I appreciate you, man. I love all of that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Freeze. and you know, I'm proud of you, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm proud of you.
Thank you, man.
All the steps that you've taken, I've been watching and been part of some of them and stuff like that. So I'm proud of you, and I love you. You know what I'm saying? Just want you to know that.
Man. Same here, brother. Same.
Yeah.
One love to you and the wife. I'm proud of that y'all made this move, and you guys are happy, and you did it, man. So one love to you and Tina.
Yeah.
Trina, I'm sorry. You and Trina, and I'm just really happy that you guys are, you know, made this move to Florida, and you guys made it work. So
on another episode,
Yeah.
On another episode, son, we're gonna talk about vacationing. We'll have to call you in again because that's a whole other topic. You on a whole other level with that.
I will say there's that and cologne because I see you starting to pick up your cologne.
Hey, you know, son.
And you know, low key, I got about 80 bottles myself.
80 bottles.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I got one coming today and one's coming tomorrow. Pause, but we'll talk about that. All right, brother.
All right, man.
Peace,
Take
man.
care. Love you, bro.
Later.
Peace.
All right.
That was dope. Shout out to my man.
Absolutely.
That was good. That was good.
That
right?
was dope. Because I was going to say, he is always running a marathon. Every time I see, he's completing one. Like, man.
Bro, I can only imagine. Like, he's back and forth to New York all the time.
Yeah.
He's Baltimore running. So
Yes.
he's addicted. Like you said, he's addicted.
And that's a good addiction.
It's a good addiction.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not into running. You know,
Yeah.
I'm into walking, like he said. Yeah. And I've been sidelined for a while with foot and Achilles issues. But I went to the doctor the other day, and I'm going to try to get my shit back together and whatnot. They can't do surgery on this particular. I have another surgery coming up. But we ain't gonna talk about that.
Yes.
But and it's just a foot surgery or whatnot. But this particular thing that kept me sidelined, they told me how to get around it or whatever. So I gotta get back to it. I gotta get back outside. So I am addicted. Talking about addiction, I'm addicted to walking. I love it.
And I said, I'll get up with you and I'll walk.
Yes, we're gonna do that together.
Together.
That was good, man. Shout out to my guy,
good.
man. He's
Very
doing
good.
great. He's winning at life, and I've seen him in many phases of life. So I'm really happy for him.
So dope.
Let me see. So it's somebody I want to shout out. It's a little unorthodox.
Oh.
But it's a group called Heart, Body, and Soul Incorporated, a nonprofit organization. Heart, Body, and Soul Incorporated is a Brooklyn-based 501c3 nonprofit focused on Black men's health awareness initiatives in underserved communities. And they're having an event this weekend, today. It's a Black Men's Health Festival or something to that degree.
Oh, wow.
Black Men's Health Festival, and it's happening today in Brooklyn. If I wish I would have known about this ahead of time, I would have said it last week or whatnot. Yeah. But, we don't have any partnership with them. I don't know these dudes, whatever. But while doing the research and stuff and looking up articles and stuff, I found them, and I think it's dope that they're doing that. Even if it's on a small level, that's a good thing.
You might have to reach out to them.
Oh yeah, you never know.
If y'all are open,
see what's good.
Yeah.
All right. So that's that. That was really good.
Yeah.
What else we got? We just
Coco.
We're coming towards the end here, huh?
No, we fine.
We almost done, baby. Shout out to Coco Gauff. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Coco Gauff.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
She won. Let me see. Let me get my screenshot right. Coco Gauff tops Arena Sabalenka in 3 sets to win the French Open. Coco Gauff has won the French Open for the first time by defeating top-ranked Arena Sabalenka in Saturday's final. The second-ranked Gauff came out on top of a contest that was full of tension and momentum swings to claim her second major trophy after the 2023 U.S. Open, where she also came from a set down to beat Sabalenka in the final. It was the first number 1 versus number 2 final in Paris since 2013, where Serena Williams defeated Maria Sharapova in just the second in the last 30 years. Shout out to Coco Gauff.
Yay.
Congrats,
Coco.
Love it. She is much taller than I thought. I saw her at the DC City Open thing, whatever, practicing. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to see her play because it started raining and it got delayed and we left. But I saw her practicing and she's much taller than I thought. So I got to look that up. She was a little distance between us, but I think she's tall. Huh. She gets busy.
I love it.
Yeah, I love
I've
it.
Seen her.
I love it. But she's dope.
Dope.
What else do we have? That might be
Well, let's talk about me giving a shout out to my great day yesterday.
Yes. Let's do that.
So I just want to shout out my cousin Kelly Marie. Hey, Kels.
Kels, what up?
Kelly did my hair yesterday. My cousin lives in Fort Lauderdale. Mm-hmm. We live in Fort Myers. My cousin lives in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
It is exactly a 2-hour drive from here to Fort Lauderdale. So yesterday I got up in the morning and drove on over and got my hair did. And we had such a good day, a cousin's day. If anybody knows, when you have your cousins, it's a different thing. Because y'all can just laugh about stuff. And like, she's my cousin, like, like my big cousin, like the closest thing that I have to a big sister, because I don't have a big sister. Right. So we have a relationship of growing up together. Like when people say, well, you're an only child, blah, blah, blah. But I always had my cousins. Right. My cousin Tiffany, my cousin Dawn, and my cousin Kelly. So she did my hair yesterday. I got to hang out in the salon. The salon is in Lauderdale Hills.
Hills, baby.
Now, kind of like hood.
Yeah, the hills. What's the hills get involved in the title?
Yeah. Now, listen, okay? Let me tell y'all, all right? I had such a good time in that salon. The energy was great. The vibe was cool. But the Dutch pot Jamaican or Caribbean restaurant is in the shopping center.
That's what it's called, Dutch pot?
The Dutch pot. Okay.
The Dutch pot.
The Dutch pot was in the shopping
center. I have some
center.
brown stew chicken in the fridge waiting for me to have after this.
Yes. So we took a break, right? And my cousin was like, oh, yeah, I know what I want. So I walked down while she did somebody else's shampoo and color, right? Yeah. And got our food. She got the oxtail.
Half hair done.
Half hair done. Yes, I was one of those. I pulled the hat down over my head and the whole back was done and hanging down. I had the hat on top. I got in line. It was lunchtime and it was popping. The drive-thru had a line around it because the
drive-thru Jamaican spot is crazy.
A drive-thru Jamaican spot, okay? Shout out to the Dutch spot. Now, I know some people be like, oh, I don't like their food or whatever. Listen, okay? It was good.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, because we've tried Jamaican food here in Fort Myers, and I don't think they were Jamaican.
I don't think it was Jamaican. No, it wasn't. So I got for lunch, they had fried chicken for lunch. Mm-hmm. They had everything else, right? But I got the fried chicken mini bowl, right? Okay. And it was rice and peas. I got cabbage, and I got fried chicken. Not only was it seasoned up, but they cut the chicken up. They cut the leg was cut up. The thigh is cut up. The seasonings are all up in the meat.
It's two episodes in a row you talking about fried chicken. Baby.
Okay, all right, sorry. I'm a work in progress, okay? I'm a work in progress.
It's Men's Health Month, man. Come on now.
Okay, but I brought you the stewed chicken. I got you the stewed chicken. And now here's the kicker. So we hung out. She did my hair. It looks fantastic. I'm ready for Italy. And I text him about picking him up some food. I'm going to get it and bring it home to him. So I get in the drive-thru for his food. And I wanted a patty because they had chicken patties and I didn't get one at lunch. I was like, oh, I'll get that to go on going home. So I get in line. There's a little bit of a wait. The car's in front. And I'm like, oh, gosh. Please don't let nothing be out when I get up there.
You already know.
Food, right? Because it was like 7 o'clock at this point when I'm about to leave. And I get up to the thing and I'm like, yes, hello. So may I have the brown stew chicken? May I have the cabbage and the rice and peas? And she's like, we don't have any cabbage.
Cabbage. It's always something out when you go to a Jamaican restaurant.
When you go to the Jamaican restaurant, it's out. And I was just like, I should have known.
Yeah. And you got me some salad.
And I got us some salad. And I was like, you can have some of my cabbage because I still got some cabbage in mine. Good, baby. And then I was like, well, can I get a chicken patty? We don't have more chicken patties. And I was like, well, what kind do you have? You have to ask at the register when you pull up at the window, ask her to go look. So I pull up to the window and I'm like, hey, she said there's no more chicken patties. What kind of patties do you have left? And she's like, we got shrimp, we got salmon, we got...
Salmon patties?
They had salmon patties. I didn't get it though. And they have veggie patties. The curry goat is gone. The beef is gone. The chicken is gone.
I mean, this is the evening at a Jamaican restaurant. You know it's going to be a bunch of stuff.
Pumpkin.
Patties.
All right. So I was like, I'll take the veggie patty. I haven't eaten it yet. I'm going to warm it up today. We're going to find out. But It was such a good time. So if you're in the area, Fort Lauderdale, you need to get your hair braided. She also does weaves. She's
What's the name of the salon?
Oh, The Basement.
The Basement.
The Basement in Lauderdale Hills. Okay,
cool.
It's on Route 7. It's like right off of Route 7. Really fun. Had a blast.
Yeah, that was dope because you had a struggle finding someone to do your hair in the Fort Myers
gosh.
area, and then it's like
then
your
my cousin
cousin
was
is
like,
like, "Come over here.
Come over
It's
here.
like,
I'll do your hair. What?
And and it's funny because the idea of driving to all the way to Fort Lauderdale or Miami to get your hair done was something that you didn't like.
Yes.
But being that it's your cousin,
I
it
agree.
was like, okay, yeah, this I can do.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. That's 'cause
Okay.
that's a whole day, a nice little reunion and a great time. So
Hanging
it sounded like I had a really good time.
Planning for Thanksgiving, all the kind of stuff. We just like doing everything. We were having so much fun and then laughing about stuff from our childhood. Because for real, well, before my cousin got her hair license, she used to practice on my head.
Right.
So we were laughing about the first time she put extension braids in my hair. I was like 10 years old, and I was like her crash test dummy. She would try stuff on me,
Yeah.
And I wore it with
the lab
pride.
rats.
I wore it with pride. It might not have looked too even because she was just starting out trying to figure it out, but I wore it with pride in support of my cousin. And now, fast forward 40 years, 30 years, because I'm about to be 50. Oh no, that's 40.
Long time.
Fast
years.
forward, I'm coming to her salon, bringing the hair for her to braid my hair.
How about that?
How about that?
Shout out to that, man. I love it.
It's nothing
I
like
love family.
It's nothing like family. It's nothing like family.
It's nothing like family when family be familying.
Yeah.
But when family be familying, family be on some bullshit.
Well, there's that too.
But we still love y'all though.
We
You know
still
what I'm
love
saying?
y'all.
That's the way it goes.
But
That's family.
we have a plan. We are excited for Thanksgiving about our daughters having cousin time because
Yes.
our daughters are the same like age.
Yeah.
So they're in their 20s and they don't have cousins. They literally are each other's cousins and they need to hang out and get together.
Yeah, I'm glad y'all had a good time. That was dope.
It was so much cousin time.
Came
Is
back glowing.
just my heart was full.
New
Like,
wife in the building? New wife?
we cried when we were leaving each other, like, I miss you, but we're gonna see each other again. So
See y'all Thanksgiving. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
and now I've got braids.
Now you got braids.
For Italy.
Look at
Hello.
you. Ready to go.
Ready to go.
All right, what we watching?
What we watching?
We're the Where's Brunch podcast, as you can see. And here's what we're watching on TV.
Excuse me, partner. Can you keep that shit down? You see me watching TV.
Yes, y'all. You know what? There's nothing like a good mob show. Okay?
Violence.
Violence.
Crime shows.
Crime, violence, blood, guns, shooting, all that. So we watched on Paramount Plus Mobland.
Yes.
It is a new series on Paramount Plus, and it stars Pierce Brosnan, Helen Mirren, and Tom Hardy. Right? Is that his name?
Yes, Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. Yes, those are the three lead characters
Yes.
of the show. And it is phenomenal. Oh my gosh. It's about a crime family, the Harrigans.
Yep.
Okay. And the shit that goes on in this family.
Set over in the UK, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Set in the UK. And you've got the accents.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the illegitimate child. You've got the illegitimate daughter. You've got the crazy situation with a grandson.
Mm-hmm.
You've got how the whole series pops off with the murder of another crime family's son. That
They put that in the they put that in the
that
advertisement.
starts
Yeah.
the whole shenanigans of the season.
Crazy.
And then you've got the fixer, who's actually not a Harrigan,
Right.
but he's the family fixer.
He's that guy.
He's the family fixer, but it kind of seems like some of the family want him gone.
Yeah. You have all this going on at the same time with a beautifully written, beautifully shot, beautifully scripted
Oh my gosh.
show. And it's It's all out there now because
Yes.
the finale was last week.
Yes.
Every Sunday I believe it was.
Yes.
So it's all out there. So you guys are lucky. If you haven't watched, now you can binge it. We had to do it every week.
I feel like we need to watch it again.
Yeah, we can do it. I'm with it.
I'm with it. Oh my gosh.
I've been wanting to watch Oz again. Not Oz, excuse me. The Wire. But I had to pull you in on that.
Because
But
I
anyway,
never watched.
You never watched it, yes.
Yeah.
So we watched. I hate it. Waiting for Sunday for the show to come
Oh
on.
my gosh.
It was the worst and whatnot, but it's all out there now. Check it out, son. Tom
Yes.
Hardy in this joint.
Helen Mirren. Maeve.
Yeah. Is it Maeve or Mauve?
Maeve.
Maeve?
Maeve.
Okay,
Maeve.
yeah. Either way. Yeah, she's the characters are strong.
Every character.
Yeah,
is
they
strong.
have a bunch of strong ass characters, yo.
Even a daughter who hated her daddy.
Two families going up against each other. Man, we don't want to give away too much, of course. Phenomenal show.
So many backstories. There were times that I'm literally watching the show and I'm Googling things, questions. I'm asking questions about a character in the show, and other people have asked the question. There's threads on Reddit about it, okay? There's conversations about this series. You gotta watch
Yo,
it.
Trina's the type where, like, if you have a show, right, and let's say the opening scene is the panning from really high, and it's showing like panning in on a house. And she's like, so as it slowly pans, and she's like, "Where are they?" And it's slowly still panning. And she's like, "Where does it sit at?" Slowly going in. What? And she'll go to her phone and Google it. I'm like, can we just watch it to see what happens?
We can't.
She needs to know.
My brain
now.
needs to know. It's probably my ADHD, whatever it is. We just gotta work with it.
She over
Okay.
there Googling it, yo. Oh,
Listen,
man.
okay? Listen.
Hilarious. But great show, though. Great show.
Fantastic show. So worth it. Pierce Brosnan. Come on. How old is Pierce Brosnan? Still looking smooth. Still looking smooth.
And he's hilarious.
And he's
They
hilarious.
are hilarious.
He's
like the husband and wife,
they're
hilarious on the
both
show.
asses.
Yeah,
Okay.
hilarious.
Both of them are asses. And it's just, and Tom Hardy is just so calm.
His demeanor is just,
Harry, he's just
forget about it.
calm.
Yep.
Even when he's threatening you or about to kill you.
She's getting
He's
it.
calm.
Yeah.
He doesn't flinch.
Nope.
Ever. Even when he takes the gun out.
I'll talk to you. Remind me to talk to you about a narrative about that character off the
Okay.
show. I don't want to ruin it for anybody.
Okay.
but
There are
somebody brought some stuff up about his character or whatever.
There's a whole lot of conversation on Reddit about what they think he is.
Yeah.
So I'm ready for season 2. Come
Yes,
on.
let's go.
Writers, let's
Let's
go.
go, season
Let's go.
2.
Let's go. Bring it. Bring it. We are ready. I need to find the support group. Let's go.
So we are coming to the end of this episode.
Yes.
This has been really fun. It
This
feels
has been great.
We're gonna be back again next week.
Yes.
We will have a Patreon out on Wednesday. Wednesday at 8 p.m. is our After Dark segment on Patreon. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. We'll be back, like I said, next week. And then after that, we're going on vacation. We're going to Tuscany for a week. So there will not be an episode the week of the 16th. The end of that week, there won't be an episode. Well, we'll come back with some Tuscany content.
Woo.
You know what I'm saying?
Get
So,
ready for your girl. Get
yeah,
ready
give
for
y'all
your girl.
something, you know what
You're
I
gonna
mean?
get looks, okay? You're gonna get looks.
Looks.
You're gonna get wine. You're gonna get landscape. You're gonna get Italy, okay? You're gonna get it all. All right. All
So
of it.
we do want to introduce a new segment now.
Yeah.
This is also only going to be on Patreon because the music will not be on YouTube. However, this segment is called Tune Wars.
Yes.
Tune Wars. All right. So we have a theme for a song. We each pick a song.
Yes.
So the theme this week is motivational songs, right? Songs that get you motivated, and we'll leave it up to y'all to vote on the song, like which one you gravitated. It's not really a competition because there could be different genres and everything, but we think it's fun. We both love music, as y'all know, and so you ready to get to it?
I'm ready.
All right, let's listen. That was dope. Good song. You look, if you're gonna be crying for every song, you're gonna get all the votes every time.
That song has got me through
A lot.
a lot.
Yeah, it took you back.
It did.
Yeah,
it
took you back, man. Yo, that was
Shout out to Donnie.
Shout out to Donnie, man. Shout out to Lupe Fiasco. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them brothers. Yo, good joints, man. Good music. Good music. That's a hip hop song and a, you know what I'm saying, soul joint and whatnot. And they just still go hand in hand.
Yes,
I love it. You get
Absolutely.
motivation. Yeah, that was fun. I like that.
Yeah, that was cool.
It's all right. Yeah, man. Shout out to us too.
Yeah,
baby.
I'm not gonna be crying at every song, okay? I promise.
No, Missy's gonna show up soon, and she ain't gonna be crying, y'all. She gonna be, she gonna be popping it, locking it, and dropping it like it's hot. Yo, good stuff, baby.
Yes, great episode.
Good episode. You know what I'm saying? Sorry about the left hand, but you know, it's a situation.
It's okay.
Love you.
Love you too. Love you more.
Yeah, man, impossible. And we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up, and then we'll be it'll be after dark time. So yeah, man, y'all be good out there. Episode 76 was fun, and we'll see y'all in 77.
Yes.
Adios.
Later.